Greetings everyone, and great here of another H-Powers 3 replay. Spawn on bottom left side is the yellow Japanese, who have Colonel Sandurzz. Spawn on top left side is a red Sioux, who have Grubby92. Spawn as the right side as the magenta Portuguese, who have Omega65. And as the red Chinese, we have Ram. Red Chinese communist detected. Liberty Prime, fun little guy from Fallout 3. There are a bunch of herdables, or not herdable, livestock on the map for people to claim. Bunch of water buffalo, which the Chinese players should really actually eye them, due to the fact that the Chinese villagers can help fatten livestock, while slower than, say, the livestock pen. It's still, they can get quite a bit of food from that. So it looks like the a boring named Sioux, the war chief, does move pretty quickly, could collapse quite a bit of water buffalo. The Sioux players now eyeing for some hunting doggos. Chinese players eyeing for northern refugees, which should give him what, 2 villagers this moment? He has only 1 village on the field. This may not be a great muster. Either way. And we do, of course, have deck here. Let's just quickly go over deck. Tea Export, Northern Refugees, Wood Coin, Juco News, Coin Pikeman, Step Rider, Mongolian Scourge, Diplomatic Intrigue, Heratan Shields, Coin, Arquebus, Trangdo Swordsman, Territorial Combat, Repelling Volley, Double Face Armor, Meteor Hammers, Intervention, Higher Manchurian Cavalry Archers, Old Dynasty Reforms, Meteor Hammers, Manchu Combat, Infinite Flying Crows, and Western Reforms. The Japanese player has less greed team. Team Chonendo, all villagers and fishing boats gather faster, 8%. Pretty good. Heavily colony. Villagers, Yumi Archer attack, Musketeers, Musketeer attack, Oni War, Azakura sends 4 Shrine Rickshaws, improve Shrine gathering rates, and allows them to slowly repair themselves. Diplomatic Intrigue, Daimyo, Blooded Parcel, Villagers, Way of the Bow, Musketeers, Close Combat, Naginata Rider Hit Points, Bloody Harvest, Baku Fest, Bakufu, Royal Mint, Refrigeration, Terrace Hillsides, Veteran Battery, Flamir's cost and train time decrease, Mortar Range, Shogun, Sophie Allies. Portuguese, Federitas, Exotic War Hardwoods, Furriers, Economic Theory, Food Wood, Advanced Arsenal, Fencing School, Riding School, Sustainable Agriculture, Spice Trade, Coin, Possible Team Gunpowder, Infantry Hit Points, Dragoon Combat, Artillery Hit Points, Coin or Royal Mint, Refrigeration, Textile Mill, Gunpowder Infantry Combat, Order of Avas, Range Finding, Factory, and Higher Mediterranean Army Infinite. Gives you 1 little bombards, some El Mutos and Zorvas, not sure what those are, and a Sioux. Team. Villagers, Team Spice Trade, Food, Wood, Coin, Axe Riders, Cavalry Damage, Hokala Soldiers, Onki Car, Onik Air, Great Hunter, Bison, Villagers, Axe Riders, Cavalry Combat, Team Mustangs. All cavalry are cheaper for the team, includes effects Shock Infantry, Hokala Soldiers, Team Bear Lancers, Earth Bounty, Santi Support, North American Trade, Volta Kawana, Tokala Soldiers, Team War Badgers, Superior Lance Horsemen, not Badgers, and Bison. Sorry, I had to double check myself. I thought of Badgers, because there's a large number of pets in this game, I just don't remember Badgers, and there's still no Badgers. So there are Guardians that are like Honey Badgers, right? Do have now Toshogu Shrine, which is providing quite a bit of wood. It is a like ×2 shrine. grind going on up. And it looks like the Portuguese players claimed all the trade down here. So team north to left side should perhaps try to stop that. We got, of course, two councils here. The Portuguese deck suggests he's going to turtle in hard. His teammate suggests definitely rice patty, less green team. Looks like he's mostly defense, but does have, of course, this nice little team card. I mean, this is very nice. Round of musketeers. Couple of shrines being pulled out here. Very nice. Still some water buffalo to be claimed. Musketeers now pushing through the center of the map. We do got the Summer Palace, which does provide free unit production. And now it's going for the Porcelain Tower, which is a resource generation. Blue does find some water bison. And does have a number of axe riders. Japanese musketeers are just on the center map to provide escort for the not war chiefs, through the explorers. I'm not sure what the Japanese explorers are technically called. Religious unit whose son's treasure guardian, so war monk. Looks like all these lizards do go down, while the Portuguese is taking out local cat. Chinese players explore, just taking out the elephants. Now got a round of musketeers now pulled out by the Japanese player. Japanese player on to push on forward. It looks like he did find some increased cellular hit points. Good thing he made sure this French player got access to that one. Fast, not castle, fortress for the Chinese, or faster than everybody else fortress. Japanese players designed for more villagers, and shrines are providing wood. His teammate is now bringing a good number of axe riders. Just axe riders and his war chief, so that's going to be a good composition to hit the Portuguese player. He is going for a barracks here. They're rotated sideways. You heretic. Does torch down the barracks, which is justice for being a heretic. That just looks so wrong. Either way, this town just now seems to fire. It's not fully garrisoned, but this one is fully garrisoned. Gain some shots there. The militia has been pulled on the field. The militia has been pulled on the field. Which, of course, are classified just infantry. So they'll do decent damage versus the axe riders. Musketeers gain some more damage on in. More of the Japanese musketeers now pushing forward with some axe riders, and his war chief's pushing forward. The Chinese player needs to push some units down south. He has a very small army. Both the team right side just got too greedy, and team left side is able to be aggressive because of that. This sounds like it may go down, will be on the board for the Portuguese player. It's just losing the village inside is actually a bit more important than losing the town center entirely. Going for the barracks, he's fast targets. Now with the irregulars and sentries split up by the Chinese player. Irregulars gain some good damage there onto the axe riders. They do bonus Emperor's cavalry times 4, base 7/7. Now I got the Changdo swordsmen pulled on the field. Bringing some Ming armies, going for forbidden armies as well. Now got some more Chinese forces there. I think his boom's trying to take hold. Japanese player bringing more musketeers and villagers. The Portuguese player is eyeing to bring in some musketeers himself. Crossbows or Chukanos being overrun by the axe riders. Step riders are here. They will be effective versus light infantry, but this is heavy infantry. Got a round of musketeers here to engage the axe riders. And in relationships with somebody. Villagers inside the town center. This town center could go down, but he has good defense force of musketeers right now. 13 is a good number. The Japanese player has less at the moment. Chinese player is trying to push forward to force down here. Has a good number of arquebuses engaged the musketeers. Has a number of Keshiks engaged the cavalry. Keshiks need to focus fire those axe riders. Another round of musketeers for the Portuguese player. Oh wait, when can Portuguese players build musketeers in town center? Is there some card in this there? I did not know the Portuguese can pull out musketeers from the town center. And you probably generally want to build villagers, as well as evacuate villagers from the town center. Some sort of upgrade I must be not familiar with. Oh, is that just something the Portuguese can do? Am I just going crazy? I think I'm going crazy.
See? See?
Well, either way, he has a good number of musketeers to float on out. And right now, he does close up those 3 trade posts. They're all set to coin. So right now, he probably could stand to get more food. He's going for some berry bush down here as well as some more wildlife. He knows all his trade posts are alive, so he knows that this is a bit more safe there. Red's now eyeing to counterattack and hit the Japanese shrines. Very nice. The Sue's now going for the wise woman. Chinese players trying to bring in some more forbidden armies. The Japanese player has plenty of population space, so he can lose some shrines. Still not a great thing to lose shrines. They are 140 each. They're a little bit expensive. Oh no, they're just 75. He got the card to reduce their cost by... Wasn't there a card to reduce the cost? I could have sworn they cost 140. Unless I'm mistaken. Shrine would have cost by minus 25%. Oh, they must only cost 100, not 140, and must be getting that mix of manors and contra houses. Either way, it looks like these villagers may go down very shortly. They're a little bit exposed, and there's a bunch of angry men here. And now we do have Imperial Bureaucracy being researched by the Japanese player, and it's also going for the Torii Gates, which will give him, what, 3 samurai as well as a military rickshaw? Yeah, 1 military rickshaw and 3 samurai. Portuguese players bringing in some more. We're going for marksman now. Wise woman still recent away. Chinese player does, of course, have 2 town centers, producing a good number of villagers. And going for a 3rd town center. Team right side has gotten quite an eco boom, so they're able to hold off their opponents. They're able to really push forward now. Chinese player right now has 38 villagers. The Japanese player does actually have 40, a good number. Portuguese player has 26, and the Sioux has 28. So the Japanese player is doing a good job producing villagers. Probably because it has a good number of cards for bringing villagers. All players are now in Fortress Age. Bring in the close combat, increasing their musketeer, the Japanese musketeers by points by 75%, and give them more melee damage versus cavalry and shock infantry. Musketeers and handful of samurai with 1 explorers moving around. Got another council being pulled up by the Portuguese player, and more shrines being built over here. Flaming arrows not being researched. Looks like these disciplined iron flails are getting hit by the axe riders. and meteor hammers as well. Got a good number of axe riders here. We got a good number of Chengdo swordsmen, and it has also a handful of Quang pikemen. So we do have, as well as Keshiks. Chinese players ready for the cavalry. Iron flails are heavy infantry with a little bit AoE. Meteor hammers have 4 range, a Hussar variant. Got a number of veteran musketeers now pulling them out, as well as some veteran castadors. Musketeers, as all these forces try to hit the flame arrows. One flame arrow does go down, 2 more firing away. Chinese cavalry push way forward. We do have this force engaging the Sioux cavalry. Yes, I think this will go good for Red. Red is providing some good damage there. 1 flaming arrow still remains. And it looks like this magenta and red force there does get cleaned up, but blue does lose most of his cavalry, just leaving some rifle riders. Or they are an elite dragoon variant with excellent multiplier and massive attack speed, and they do also ×3 damage versus heavy infantry as well. Skirmishers are still effective versus them, but they will annihilate musketeers as well as hussars. More elite rifle riders, more axe riders now being pulled out. Red's pushing forward, getting some good kills there on these musketeers. Chinese player bringing in more villagers. He's up to 50. Has quite a bit of resources in reserve as well. Japanese player going for a big round of villagers. Has quite a bit of exports stored on up as well. Could perhaps bring in something here. But Red's force will get cleaned on up. Portuguese players eyeing for more musketeers as well as villagers. And Yellow's eyeing for a secondary town center. Got a couple armies here by the war academies. We do have the repelling volley now being researched. And this trading post has been deployed on out onto the Uzurada Temple, which can give you access to chakram throwers. Looks like we do have just musketeers here. This is researched or built by Magenta, the Portuguese player. Hero gets plus 50% hit points. That could be interesting some builds. New Year give faster collection rate, as well as rocket throwers increasing range and line of sight. We do now some disciplined chakram throwers. He's trying to supplement his force with some natives. But right now he's just getting a little bit overwhelmed. Chakram throwers do have a little bit AoE to their attack, but basically a grenadier variant. And they are classified as a grenade troop. Range infantry. Another. Oh, they are classified as light. So they won't receive any bonus damage from the rifle riders. This output trading post will go down. Portuguese player needs to build out more musketeers. We got a number of horsemen here. Iron flails and meteor hammers. The rifle riders will annihilate them, however. Right now, the Chinese player may need to eye some more Keshiks. The Chinese player has advanced to the 4th age and got himself out to the Temple of Heaven. Let's see, gives him shift 3, Rice Pattern Rickshaws. Allows the transit ability to heal all player units quickly, as well as the Shaolin Master to heal friendly units. He made one for that to get the 3 rice patties as a bit of a rebate. It basically reduced the cost of the age up by 1/3. Japanese age up does cost less food at the moment. And Portuguese players going for the Tycoon. Let's see. Gunpowder infantry combat. Order Aviz. Dragons have increased range and line of sight. Range finding. Increase the bombard the range of mortars. You may want to go immediately for the mercenary, Mediterranean mercenary army at the current rate. Oh, and Red's losing a good number of arquebusts there. Got around Chengdo's swordsman engaging in melee. But they're getting annihilated. There's just way too much force there. Red needs help from his teammate. Red's going for some various research right now. Trying to persuade forward to engage, but it's not going too well. Has one shipment available. Probably a good idea to go for something. Flying crows don't seem half bad to me. Let's get some hits down the low ground to get the musketeers some flaming arrows. Portuguese has now aged up. Does have a number of costors now being researched in the field, as well as got some culverins. Yellow has a good number of musketeers. Going for the veteran or guard costors. That is a good number of flaming arrows. Those culverins need to be start pushing forward and get some counter barrages. He does have some good vision range thanks to this nearby barracks. Got some good damage there. Can't suppose fire. The one shot them. So the AoE splash could kill some of these guys. Now we're seeing some counter barrage there. Does take some hits. Does lose one of the culverins. And the culverin does go down. War Chief's ass pushes his way forward and gains some damage there. Blue signed to torch down a good number of those wolves. Starting to push his way forward into these units. Chinese players' cavalry is not doing all that great. Chinese players going for more forbidden armies. The rifle riders will annihilate those units, honestly. Let's go for armies involving Keshiks. He is bringing Iron Horse. Maybe not a good idea to go for that. He needs that resource for something else. We have the Russians as an ally. We've got another round of sentries blown out. And looks like the Chinese player is just going to get overran. Portuguese player has a good amount of food. He's just not properly building anything at the moment. Hospitalers do have similar cost to musketeers. Flame arrows getting some hits there on the castle. That will go down next volley. And the Chinese stuff is all being torched. There's a bit of export. May want to import something of the consulate. Consular's pretty forward. Got the culverins firing against shots against infantry. One of those get focused down by the flaming arrows. And the other one will get focused down. Doesn't get another shot off. Now trying to bring a shipment of the meteor hammers. Those arts get annihilated there. Didn't get a whole lot of important kills. Just the main flaming arrows still on the field. Every player has a good amount of resources. The Portuguese player needs to want more barracks to get more production queues going. Cosdors, way forward, they will not do much versus the champion axe riders. We got a good number of various cavalry here for the Chinese player. The Chinese just getting overran. Like the Chinese has vendor relations, so maybe that was the Japanese player. So I'm bringing a shipment of that word. Yeah, I think the Chinese player just basically knocked out game. He is trying to migrate his villagers. Chinese player has some wood to work with, not a whole lot. And he will start losing his wonders. Colvin Royale taking some fire there. Colvin Royale does go down. Another round of Castadors. Japanese players now advance the next age to Golden Pavilion. Portuguese players now bringing the gunpowder infantry combat. Honestly, I think she could. It doesn't have the point from the Mediterranean mercenaries. Another round of Hussars. Able to perhaps take out these flaming arrows. Flame arrows do all go down. Chinese players eyeing to get a good amount of wood, trying to build out a consulate there. Also, let's push forward against all the cavalry that are not going to be useful. Chinese players going for a large number of territorial armies. That should be a good mixed composition. The arquebus would be useful versus the musketeers, and the Chinese swordsmen will hit the cavalry, though the rifle riders will annihilate them in return. The arquebus can, as well as those crossovers, can do both the same as the rifle riders, but the problem is those axe riders posing a bit of a problem for them. More of the flaming arrows are going down to the Chinese cavalry. It does draw all the sniper force back, giving Team right side time to regroup. That's where now bringing the Sophie allies, as well as more musketeers. We have a mortar here. Oh, not a good idea to go for mortar just yet. Sue's eyeing for more rifle riders and axe riders. One time, more light cavalry will be good for team right side. Luda's ping there. Ping those swordsmen are just getting annihilated. Now got the musketeers destroyed forward. They are disciplined. More of the territorial armies now being put on the field. Castadors getting overrun by the axe riders. Arquebus getting some damage there on the musketeers. Another round of cavalry. I was like, team right side is going to be knocked out of the game shortly. Now the village is going down. The Chinese player even started collecting up resources from his teammates' mills. Not a bad idea. And yep, Red's trying to migrate away again, which it does have some stuff down here, but no military production whatsoever. The Chinese player has quite a bit of resources stockpiled up. Has 42 villagers. Transcendence ability has been activated there by the Chinese player. Now the veteran battery now being researched. Got some dragoons now pulled out by the Portuguese player, which is a good idea versus the axe riders. Got a round of Sophie. Oh no, that's his teammate Sophie allies taking a weird path over. These guys are classified as heavy infantry. A couple more is applied by the Portuguese player. It does put some pressure onto the Japanese player. Alright, it's time for a castle here. to now bring a deliver of bison. It has like magenta to border, suggests to me that is team. Or not team, infinite. And looks like both of the team right side is back in the game now. There's Angrid saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to the next replay.